let us talk about Moon Knight episode 4.
Or
Also, real quick before we get going, make sure you guys hit that sub button on YouTube. We're at 180. We're trying to get to 200. So hit that sub button and help us get to 200. And then we'll do another giveaway. We did a giveaway for 100. We did a dinner and a movie giveaway. And then for 200, we'll probably do something a little bit better than that. But yeah. So make sure you hit that sub button and make sure you hit that like button, and then also leave a comment about your take on Moon Knight episode 4, and then let us know what you thought about it. And then yeah. So what are your first initial thoughts of seeing this episode?
a whole episode without seeing Moon Knight. The
Yeah, right.
Steven, the Stephen Mark episode. And you know what? So many things happened that we called last time. You know, I was like, yeah, I bet Mark. I thought Mark actually killed killed her father, Layla's
Mm-hmm.
father, and well, he was there. He's the one that set it all in motion. That was a big thing. I don't know how she could ever recover from that. And how do you get married to that person and not? How do you let a relationship go that long, that far?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
it's just
I
it's
think
too much.
I think still a part missing. I think there's still a part missing that we don't know yet. Um, which
What are
is
you
going to be
missing?
like, I don't know. I somehow Conchu's got to be involved in it, because why was Conchu there
Why
to
was he
save
there?
Mark? There has to be a reason why he was in that area or whatever.
Well, I mean,
So
the answer is her dad was the first was an avatar.
that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, her dad was
That's
an
what I'm thinking.
avatar, and that's why she's the perfect avatar.
Yeah.
That's what Conscious was saying that, like, she's the perfect avatar. She's the perfect avatar. It's because her dad was an avatar, and we're gonna find that out probably in episode 5
Yeah.
when she comes back.
Yeah. Like he did something to like save Mark or save somebody and gave up the suit for a second and got shot or whatever. It's gonna be something along those lines. So there's still a part of the story I think we're missing.
You think that's gonna
But
bring her back?
um maybe. I mean, the way this one ended, I think she might be over it.
Well,
If
it's a
we're
Steven.
yeah,
Well,
yeah, right. Yeah. I wonder if she can like fall, which is kind of weird because I'm like, yeah, that's your husband in a sense where physically it is, but in it's not though the person you're talking to. It's a completely different person. Yeah.
what
But
surprised me about this episode was that they did not touch on that um other
oh,
guy. They
the other
didn't
tomb or
yeah.
the
No, I'm
yeah.
talking about even Mark's other personality.
Yeah. What did you catch that reference? When so at the end of the episode, so we're talking big spoilers. So at the end of the episode, when Mark is in that asylum and he
Mhm.
goes into the room and then he opens up
Yes,
the tomb, and then they're as they're
yes.
walking, there's another room and it's pushing. I'm like, that's it. That there's no way they already said what it was in the last one. There's no way it's not. There's no way it's not. And I'm like, how do you not open it? It's like I would be
How are you not
curious.
curious enough? Yeah, like to say, I wonder what this is.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know if they know it's gotta be in their mind, and I don't know if they know they're in their own head yet,
Yeah, okay. That makes sense.
you know? I wonder if they still think it's an actual place they are in, like, physically.
How do you think that they're not dead? What's happening that they're not dead?
One
Because
one
we're
of the
talking about
gods saved him. Yeah.
exactly what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
I was gonna say that the lady god before, the one that helped him out before, I'm guessing
Mhm.
that she saved him.
Which one is that, the god that you see at the end of the show? The hippo?
Oh yeah. I
I
don't
I
know.
didn't get a chance to really look it up.
The one they scream at, like, ah.
And it's like a female voice like, "Hello." And I was like, "What?" It tripped me.
This is it. Once again, I said I have kids, so I start with the hippo from what's the movie with Ben Stiller? He's a lion, and I got to move it.
Madagascar?
Madagascar, yeah.
Uh, yeah. I'm trying to see who.
That's a good
Yeah,
thing.
it's a new actress. Let's see. She's also depicted as Egyptian art as having the top half of a hippo, feline paws, and the tail of a Nile crocodile. In other words, the opposite of Emmet. Was it Amet?
Uh, yeah, Amit.
Amet. So
Toweret.
basically,
Toweret is her Egyptian god.
yeah,
Toweret. Oh, okay.
yeah, the power of regeneration. Why can't I pronounce it?
Not,
Regen.
not regeneration. It's not that.
Yeah,
But
rejuvenation. Oh my God, man, why am I
rejuvenation.
delayed?
Gloria. Yeah, that's her name.
Glory. Yeah. Yeah. Basically Gloria.
So Toweret, whatever we're talking about.
Uh-huh.
She's the one that saves them, and is going to regenerate them. And here's another thing I saw. Well, you remember when they put Conchu on that shelf?
Mm-hmm.
Did you count how many other shelves had statues over there?
I didn't count, but I saw there was a lot.
I
A lot
counted
more
10.
than 10. Damn.
Yeah, and I was like, so are there other gods? Because what Conchu and Bast from uh, Wakanda are brother
Mhm.
and sister, I believe.
Okay.
I believe
I know
like
they're like all related or like
they're like,
cousins or something like that. But
they're
yeah.
like the sun god's children.
Mhm.
Um, so I'm just guessing like yeah, all of them have this familial relationship, that's going to be important as we go further and further along. I don't know a lot about Egyptian history. I don't know about the Egyptian gods as much as
Yeah.
I should, I guess. But yeah, I mean, it's starting to get I'm starting to understand a little bit more. Um, but I mean, this episode has so much in it. What do you think about the body preparers? That one that was those
That
mummy
was it was
guys that I was like, what the hell's
yeah,
going on?
that was kind of creepy. I really didn't know like what to think about. I'm like, so like are they protecting the tomb? Are they like I don't know, it's just a big confusion for me with that one because I just don't get what they were doing. You know.
I mean, they're taking out all everyone's organs, which was
Mhm.
interesting.
Yeah.
And I was like, how come no one could stop them, or no one knew this was coming?
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. I just didn't. I didn't get what it just meant and stuff like that. I was just like, I get they're the tomb things like protecting, but I was like, I don't know. They just didn't really explain it. They were just like, here's bad guys because there's bad guys. There needs to
Well,
be bad guys here.
I don't know. I mean, I kind of remember. I know this is terrible coming from, well, like from the Brendan Fraser mummy, like
Mm,
all of the body preparers, all the servants, all of them were all buried with the pharaoh, all of them.
mm,
So they'll have them in the afterlife.
yeah.
So I'm wondering if like some type of magic that they stay living could still preparing bodies no matter what, and that's kind of what it is. And they're there to prepare the bodies no matter what's going on. They're protecting over them, and they're preparing bodies for the afterlife no matter what.
Yeah. Even if they have to kill the body to prepare it for. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. That was funny. Oh, we got a few more comments. Still waiting to see his true powers of
Moon.
mooning everyone. That would be funny. That would be funny. That would be funny. But yeah, like the big part of this episode was obviously the end of it. And let me see if I can show this real quick. So this one I just saw right now was kind of interesting. So they have different parts of Layla and Mark kind of arguing, which is straight from the comic kind of style. But like this, even the Tomb Buster show with Stephen Grant, was kind of cool. But then just like all the references to other characters. So you had the Golden Man, I didn't even recognize.
Yeah, they're
His
all in.
boss. mm, so the guy that just got killed,
Yep.
like by one of the mummy thingies. Yeah, even the desserts a little picture of
I saw
Khonshu, the
Conchi picture.
goldfish.
Goldfish, I saw
Yeah,
that.
yeah. The marshmallow. I caught that one. I was like, oh yeah, she likes marshmallows.
Yep.
Um, yeah. Also, real quick, do you eat marshmallows just like plain, just like pop a marshmallow?
Uh, I haven't in like 20 years.
Okay, but so my girlfriend thinks I'm weird because I can just grab a marshmallow and just eat a marshmallow. She goes, "Oh, you don't like put it on anything or whatever, or mix it with?" I'm like, "No,
Well, I
just
mean,
grab it and
a marshmallow is good in itself. Don't get me wrong. I just don't eat a lot of sweets. You know,
yeah,
but
yeah." Well, because
marshmallows fine.
yeah, one of my friends, she would come over. It was pre-COVID, and with her kids, and we had a little bonfire. I put a movie on the projector screen, outside. So we had some marshmallows around. So I would grab a marshmallow and pop it. And she's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "Eating a
You're,
marshmallow."
oh, you're right. You know what? Because I have a fire pit in my backyard too, and yeah, I used to have marshmallows all the time. I still have chocolate Hershey bars for the
Yeah,
marshmallows,
ready to
but
go.
yeah, just always have a s'more ready. You never know. But I would rather just
Yeah,
roast a marshmallow and eat the marshmallow as long as it's roasted. I wouldn't just eat it just out of the bag. So because you eat out of the bag, you're wrong.
I'm. I don't know. I always like marshmallows too. But yeah, so she had that. The Moon Knight Doll, which was pretty awesome. That was cool. The picture that he kept looking at,
Yep.
obviously.
From the
The shoes,
Yep.
same exact shoes. And we still don't know why he puts the glass. I mean, the whole series started with him breaking a glass and
Glass.
putting it in his shoes. So
Is he just
that's
doing it
still
so he
kind
can
of
feel something? I don't know.
or like a
Or
constant
punishment?
pain.
Yeah.
Yeah, punishment. Then the cane. And then this I just saw that's interesting. So they showed it before when he was doing inventory in like one of the first episodes.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Honestly,
Yeah. So that's
all right.
gonna I mean, she looks super cool though. The
Yeah,
hippo kind of thing.
I was just thinking
Yeah.
about what if it was oh yeah, the rattling sarcophagus.
Hmm. That's it.
So no, those are really big things.
Yeah.
What you think about Layla's go ahead. Go ahead.
The moon is definitely made of cheese.
Yeah, it's terrible. Oh, cheesy. Uh what do you think about Layla's fighting technique?
She's a badass. I mean, she fought one off, which is kind of interesting. So I'm like, why'd you run away? Why'd you get? I guess she didn't know she could fight it off or something. I don't know, but it was like you ran away from one because you were scared, but then you find out like, oh, you can pretty much handle it on your own.
Take care of yourself. And obviously, the country wants you for a reason.
Hmm.
Yeah, so that means she can handle herself, and that's why he wants Mark. And Mark would be a great avatar if it wasn't for Steven, and they broke your mind. If they're one and they didn't have a broken mind, he would be the best avatar ever. You had the
Yeah.
book smarts, and you had the physical stuff. I mean, you could do all this stuff. So,
Mm. I wonder if her dad trained her to be an avatar. Like she was legit meant to be an avatar. So he taught her
or
how to fight. He taught her all the
her
history, all the
bloodline,
important shit.
her bloodline are the avatars,
Hmm.
and
Yeah.
he had no one else to give it to, and that's why Mark ended up stepping in the middle. But it's meant to be her.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a good one.
Because I wonder because all that happened before they met.
Even knew each other. Yep. Yep.
So I wonder if he was just gonna go and like, all right, bring me back to life, and I'll give you to her. But then he like fell in love with her, and he's like, no, you can't
You
ruin
can't
her
have.
life. So I wonder. I think that's where it might go. It might go. It might make sense, but
Were you surprised that Stevens told Layla about why Mark was pushing her away?
was I surprised Mark was cool with it?
No, that Steven told 'cause remember they're
But
right
yeah,
about to kiss, and he pulls back. He says, "I just want to let you know, Mark's only pushing you away because he wanted to save your life because Khonshu wants you as his avatar."
yeah.
Like I was
She
surprised,
didn't seem shocked though.
and
Like her
she was like,
reaction.
That should be my choice." Like he's
Mm,
doing all this to save your butt, and that's your response. So, and that's what you're saying. She was trained, and she already knew that was going to happen.
yeah, yeah. And the whole thing, it just seems like she just never was freaked out about it all. She just always like said like, "Oh, some in the suit, some in the suit." Like I don't know. She always like feel ready for it. Yeah, I don't know. I wasn't surprised he told her because I think he likes her. So I think he wants to like, he's like, yeah, your husband is not
Yeah.
telling you the truth, but I'm telling you everything. I'm telling you the truth because I love you, kind of thing. So I don't know. I think it might end with like them not merging as one person, but kind of understanding they share a body and kind of deal with it, I guess.
Do, do you think that the other personality is ever going to break through during this series?
Yeah, I think so. It's gonna be at the end, I think. It's gonna be like, oh, now we know how to live together and we're all happy. Me, you, and Kanchu. And then like here comes in like the third person, So
Hey, what's up, guys?
yeah,
I'm Tim.
yeah,
What?
yeah. I forgot what his name is.
I forgot too. Now it's like,
Yeah, I can't remember what his name is. But yeah, I could see that like right at the end and kind of setting up a possible sequel, stuff like that.
I hope we get a little bit more. If anything showed that when they were in his mind that when Mark and Steven were hugging, it was pretty obvious that first of all, Isaac is a really good actor for one.
Yeah,
Oscar Isaac is a really good actor, but two, that they're starting to really care for each other and have a great relationship. And I thought that was great to see too.
yeah, yeah. Because I think Steven was a little less annoying, probably way less annoying in this episode. This was the least annoying Steven episode because
Well,
at no part,
what the Steven said. He said, "I realize in this body, I've done great things, so I
Mhm,
shouldn't be as afraid because I've already done them."
yeah, yeah. But then you kind of get into muscle memory, which muscle memory is a thing, but also, what if it's not your memory? Like, does your muscle still know if you don't have the memory of doing it, kind of thing? So it's kind of interesting, but yeah, yeah, Oscar Isaac is awesome. And although the one that was annoying the most in this episode was Layla, you
Yeah,
know,
but you know what?
yeah.
I think that part is because we're men. I think women will see it differently.
No, well, no, even my girlfriend, same thing. Well, it's the part of the trope that they always do. It's the building is on fire and you're all gonna die, but let's have this conversation right now. And my girlfriend, like, she gets she
No,
got so
right now.
pissed. Yeah, she got so mad, and it's really frustrating. It's really annoying too, that trope. And they did the same thing. Like Mark is like, "Hey, let's get out of here," and she's like, "No, explain right now." He's like, "How about I promise later, when we're not getting, chased and I might die." It's like, she goes, "No, you need to tell me right now." And, so so my girlfriend was kind of really annoyed about that. Otherwise, Layla has been an awesome character so far, I think.
Yeah, I agree.
But that trope is always so like,
Annoying.
"Oh, we're gonna die, but you need to tell me right now. But you can tell me later, but no, now."
Let's do this in the pyramid with all the guns.
Yeah,
All
as they're
right.
coming.
In the place where we just saw real mummies. What? Just don't
Yeah,
understand.
right. Cool. So let's finish this up. How would you rate this episode?
This
I
is
know it's
one of
not
my
really like a now later.
but this is one of my favorite episodes we've had so far. I
Mhm.
mean, this is just it's been so many things going on. Finally we got some action going on too. I mean, we still had all the bad guys. Even without having Moon Knight in it, I really enjoyed it. I liked the difference between Mark and Steven and having both personalities and just it was a lot of stuff. I want to know what happens. You know, I couldn't wait to see what happens now.
Yeah, I'm really curious to see how it ends and where it goes. Because I feel like there's still so much story that they haven't
Two episodes.
give us answers. Yeah, 2 episodes left. Um, I mean, and they just got into this whole asylum thing and introduced all these new people and new ideas, and I'm like, you guys are almost done. Like, why are you doing this to me? But yeah, it was
I hope
definitely one of my better
I hope
episodes,
it's
I
not.
thought.
I hope it's longer episodes. If you only got 2 episodes, I hope they're a little longer. Give me an hour and a half.
Right, right. That'd be nice. But I know a lot of people were saying how much they loved this episode. It was definitely. I thought I liked it. My girlfriend didn't. I don't think she liked it as much. but definitely the best part was at the end.
Yeah,
Was the asylum kind of thing. Super, super love that part.
I
Um,
didn't even see it coming, and that's the other thing I like about this episode. This show, really, I don't see the things coming.
yeah,
You know,
yeah.
I'm one of those
Everything's
people that
random.
I bet you this happened. I bet you this is gonna happen, and they change it up on me.
Hmm.
So now,
Yeah, yeah. Like you said, everything is just kind of like what? Just
exactly.
no idea what's going on, which is good. Which is good. I mean, as long as you do it where you're consistent with it and you kind of like pay some things off, I'm cool with it. Where you just start throwing random stuff like Lost, like, and now they're here, and now this happened, and then this. It was like nothing's paying off, and you're just throwing random like what a twist kind of stuff in it. But, but yeah, I like
But
this
I
one.
love
It
this,
was
and I
good.
can't wait. I'm mad that it's Wednesday. That I have to wait a whole nother week. But I will be happy next Wednesday, even though you're not going to be here, because it'll be a 1 week closer to Doctor Strange.
Yeah, yeah, that's gonna be super cool. It's gonna be super super cool. And also, the other show comes out soon too.
Yep.
Um, crap, Miss Marvel.
Marvel comes out right like a week later.
Yeah, something like that. So yeah, it's gonna be m- a Marvel filled summer for sure.
Exactly. The best type of
All right.
summers.
Yeah. Anything else before we move on?
Nope. This is a really good episode.
Yeah. And then Derpy, I rate this one extreme to the cheese, lol. Because the moon is made of cheese. They have cheese night. Um, but cool, yeah, yeah. This one I'm there with you. It's super, super awesome episode. But if you're watching live, stick around. If you're watching on replay, appreciate it. Drop a comment, give us a sub, hit that like button, let us know how you like Moon Knight, where you think it's gonna go. Do we know all the story between her dad and Mark? Is Mark gonna be Moon Knight again? I mean, there's just so many more questions that we
We
don't
have
know
another
yet.
episode without Moon Knight.
That'd be interesting. That'd be interesting. Two of the 4 episodes doesn't even have Moon Knight in it.
Yeah,
That'll be kind of
wow.
crazy. But it'll just that just tells
'Cause
you how great Oscar Isaac is.
we haven't seen the extent of their powers at all.
No,
You know,
no,
we've
it
seen
barely.
one or two things of them scenes of them fighting, but how extreme he could be. So I can't wait to see what it ends up being.
Wow. Yeah, for sure. But cool, man. Yeah, let's